South Korea is a country that seems to fascinate almost everyone right now. From K-pop and Korean dramas to futuristic cities, incredible food, high-speed technology, and centuries-old traditions, Korea has become one of the most talked-about travel destinations in the world. But what is it really like to visit? And why are so many people suddenly obsessed with this small country in East Asia? Today, we're exploring the sights, sounds, energy, and culture that makes South Korea one of the most exciting places you can travel to right now. The moment you arrive in South Korea, one thing becomes obvious immediately. This country feels incredibly modern. Seoul, the capital city, looks like something straight out of the future. Massive digital billboards light up the streets at night. High-speed trains connect cities across the country, and even simple things like convenience stores and subway stations feel incredibly advanced and efficient. Walking through areas like Hongdae, Gangnam, or Myeongdong at night is an experience all on its own. Neon lights stretch for blocks, music pours out from cafes and shops, and the streets are packed with energy late into the evening. Everywhere you look, there's something happening. Stylish fashion stores, trendy cafes, rooftop bars, karaoke rooms, gaming arcades, and endless street food stalls create an atmosphere that feels exciting almost every second. But South Korea isn't only about technology and modern city life. One of the most fascinating things about the country is the contrast between the old and the new. In the middle of giant modern cities, you'll suddenly find ancient palaces, traditional villages, and peaceful temples that have existed for hundreds of years. Places like Gyeongbokgung Palace in Seoul give visitors a glimpse into Korea's royal history. Wearing traditional Korean hanbok clothing while walking through the palace grounds has become a popular experience for tourists, and it's easy to see why. The architecture is stunning. The mountains surrounding the city create an incredible backdrop, and there's a peaceful atmosphere that feels completely different from the busy streets outside. Not far away is Bukchon Hanok Village, where narrow streets are lined with traditional Korean homes known as hanuks. It almost feels like stepping back in time. Yet if you look into the distance, modern skyscrapers tower above the historic rooftops. That combination of ancient tradition and futuristic development is one of the things that makes Korea so visually unique. And then there's the food. For many travelers, Korean food alone is enough reason to visit the country. Korean cuisine has exploded in popularity worldwide, but eating it in Korea itself is a completely different experience. Everywhere you go, the smell of grilled meat, spicy sauces, and sizzling street food fills the air. Korean barbecue is one of the most famous dining experiences in the country. Sitting around a grill, cooking meat right at your table while sharing side dishes with friends creates a social atmosphere that people absolutely love. Then there's Korean fried chicken, which many travelers claim is the best in the world. Crispy, juicy, and covered in spicy or sweet sauces, it has become legendary among visitors. Street food markets are another huge attraction. Places like Myeongdong Night Market are packed with food stalls selling everything from tteokbokki and hotteok to skewered meats, egg bread, and giant cheese-filled snacks. Even if you don't know exactly what you're eating, exploring Korean street food becomes part of the adventure. And surprisingly, convenience stores in South Korea have become tourist attractions on their own. Travelers often talk about grabbing instant ramen, snacks, iced coffees, or simple late-night meals while sitting outside under the city lights. It's these small, everyday experiences that often become unforgettable travel memories. Of course, it's impossible to talk about South Korea without mentioning K-pop and Korean entertainment. Over the last decade, Korean music, television, and movies have completely transformed the country's global image. Groups like BTS and Blackpink helped introduce millions of people to Korean culture, fashion, food, and language. Now visitors from all around the world travel to Korea, partly because they want to experience the places they've seen in music videos and dramas. Areas like Gangnam and Hongdae have become famous for their nightlife, fashion, dance culture, and entertainment scene. You'll see young people filming dance videos, shopping for the latest fashion trends, and spending hours in beautifully designed cafes. Cafe culture itself is another huge part of Korean life. South Korea may have some of the most creative cafes anywhere in the world. From animal cafes and themed cafes to ultra-modern minimalist coffee shops, visiting cafes becomes more than just grabbing a drink. It becomes an experience. But beyond the lights, entertainment, and social media trends, one of the biggest reasons people fall in love with South Korea is simply how safe, clean, and easy the country feels for travelers. Public transport is excellent, streets are surprisingly clean, and getting around major cities is incredibly convenient even for first-time visitors. The subway systems are modern and efficient, high-speed trains make traveling between cities simple, and many areas are extremely walkable. For solo travelers especially, Korea has become known as one of the most comfortable and accessible destinations in Asia. And outside the major cities, South Korea offers incredible natural beauty as well. Many people are surprised to discover how mountainous the country is. National parks, hiking trails, coastal areas, and scenic islands offer a completely different side of Korea that many tourists never expect. Places like Jeju Island are famous for volcanic landscapes, waterfalls, beaches, and dramatic coastal scenery. During autumn, Korea's mountains explode with red, orange, and yellow leaves, creating some of the most beautiful seasonal landscapes in Asia. Spring brings cherry blossoms that transform parks and streets into tunnels of pink flowers. Every season in Korea feels different, which is one reason so many travelers return more than once. What makes South Korea so fascinating is that it manages to combine so many different experiences into one country. It's modern yet traditional, fast-paced yet peaceful, trendy yet deeply connected to history. You can spend the morning exploring an ancient palace, the afternoon shopping in futuristic malls, and the evening eating street food beneath glowing neon lights. Very few places in the world offer that kind of contrast. And maybe that's why so many people are becoming obsessed with South Korea. It's not just the music, the dramas, or the technology. It's the feeling of constantly discovering something unexpected. Around almost every corner, there's another experience waiting. Another hidden cafe, another incredible meal, another stunning view, another glimpse into a culture that feels both familiar and completely unique at the same time. South Korea isn't just a destination people visit anymore. For many travelers, it's become a place they dream about returning to long after they leave. And once you experience it for yourself, it's easy to understand why the world can't stop talking about Korea. So if you'd like more videos about South Korea and other exciting Asian destinations, please like and subscribe.